Welcome back once again, all of my low carb friends, and for those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. Today I have another very easy keto meal recipe for you. And if you want a printable version of this recipe, you can check out my website at janetsdeliciouslowcarbkitchen.com. You can find a printable version of this recipe and other goodies there for you. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see lots of easy, delicious, low carb keto recipes, make sure you click that subscribe button and click the notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button. That way you can be notified every time I put out new videos. And if you are a music lover, make sure you check out the link in the description to my other YouTube channel, Inspirational Songs with Janet. I've posted another new song there, so make sure you check that out and subscribe there also. And remember, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. Pacific time, I go live on TikTok, so make sure you check me out there at Janet's Delicious Kitchen. And if you would like to help support this channel, make sure you scroll down in the description of the video. You'll see some affiliate links. Anytime you purchase anything using those affiliate links, a small portion of your purchase will go to me and help support the channel. So while you do all that, let's get cooking. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Lightly grease a 3-quart casserole dish and set it aside for a minute. In a wide bowl, sift 70 grams or around 2/3 cup of coconut flour until there are no lumps, and then set it aside for a minute. In a separate wide bowl, whisk together 3 large room temperature eggs until the yolk and the white are fully combined and it's a complete yellow color. Then set it aside for a minute. In a food processor, process 200 grams or around 1 1/3 cup of pork rinds for about 30 to 40 seconds or until they're the texture of dried breadcrumbs. Now, I like to use flavored pork rinds for this. You don't have to use flavored pork rinds. You can use plain. That is entirely up to you. And if you don't want to use pork rinds at all, you can use keto dried breadcrumbs instead. You can leave the mixture plain, or you can add any seasonings of your choice. Usually, if I use plain pork rinds or keto dried breadcrumbs, I usually like to use a teaspoon each of onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, and chili powder. It's all up to you what you want the coating of your chicken to taste like. Add 2 ounces or around 1/3 cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese to the food processor that has the processed pork rinds in it, or again, if you're using the keto dried breadcrumbs. Process the pork rinds or the breadcrumbs together with the Parmesan cheese for a few seconds, just until everything is fully combined. Place some of the pork rind or breadcrumb mixture onto a large plate. Don't use this all at once, because if you do, when you start coating the chicken, the mixture is going to get clumpy and it's not going to stick really well, because by the time you're done coating just one chicken thigh, your breading is going to be soggy. So just a little bit at a time, and you'll be adding more as you coat your chicken. Then set that plate aside for a minute. Line a clean work surface with a baking sheet or some parchment paper. Place 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs on your work surface or on a couple of large plates. Sprinkle your sifted coconut flour over both sides of your chicken thighs. So sprinkle the coconut flour over one side, then flip the chicken thighs over and sprinkle the coconut flour over the other side. Do not put your chicken thighs into the actual bowl that holds your coconut flour, because again, just like the breading, if you put the thighs in all at once, your coconut flour is going to get damp and it's going to clump up on you. So you're just using a tablespoon and just kind of sprinkling the coconut flour over your chicken thighs. You don't want a thick layer. You just want a thin layer, just enough to coat the entirety of your chicken thighs. When you're sprinkling the coconut flour, just use your fingers and kind of spread the coconut flour over the chicken so that you can have a nice even layer of the coconut flour. Place the coated chicken one at a time into your beaten eggs. Then turn the chicken thigh to fully coat it with the egg. Lift the chicken out of the bowl and allow any excess egg mixture to drip back into the bowl. Place the egg-coated thigh one at a time onto the plate with your pork rinds or breadcrumb mixture, whichever one you're using. Turn the chicken thigh to fully coat it with a thick layer of the coating. As you're coating the chicken thighs, you can just add more of the extra pork rind or breadcrumb mixture to your plate. Again, you're just doing this a little at a time, not using it all at once. As you're coating your chicken thighs, use your fingers or the back of a spoon and press the coating into the chicken so that you can secure the coating and it won't come off when you're transferring the chicken to your casserole dish. Once the chicken thigh is all coated, then place it into your prepared casserole dish and continue to repeat the coating process, adding more of the pork rind or bread crumb mixture to the plate until all of the thighs are fully coated and placed in your casserole dish. Make sure when you place the coated thighs into your casserole dish that the thighs are not overlapping. You just want them side by side. I kind of push the back of a spoon in between them all just to leave a little bit of air space so they can get fully cooked all the way around the edges. Place the chicken thighs in your preheated oven. Bake at 400 degrees for about 40 minutes or until the chicken is golden and the internal temperature is at least 165 degrees. Once the chicken is done baking, remove the chicken from the oven and allow it to rest in the pan for about 5 minutes so the breading can continue to crisp up a little bit and so you don't burn your fingers. After about 5 minutes, place your desired amount of chicken onto the serving plate of your choice. You can serve this alone or with the side dishes of your choice. You can also use this recipe for chicken strips or chicken tenders if you want something a little bit different. In order to make these into chicken strips or chicken tenders, you'll need 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breasts instead of chicken thighs. And then just cut the breasts into your desired size strips. I usually do around a 1/2 inch wide of chicken strips. Doesn't really matter. You can make them as big or as little as you want. The main thing is you want to make sure that they're the same thickness all the way down so that they will have an even cook. And then once you cut them into strips, you just coat them the same way you would the chicken thighs and place them on a lined baking sheet. You'd bake them at 400 degrees, the same degrees as the thighs, for around 15 to 20 minutes or until the strips are golden and they are no longer pink on the inside. That's if you're wanting to make these into chicken strips or chicken tenders as opposed to chicken thighs. That's all up to you. If you do have any leftovers, allow the chicken to cool completely, then store it in an airtight container in your refrigerator for up to 3 days. Now, when you store this, the coating may get a little bit soft. It should crisp back up once you warm it back up in the oven. It should crisp back. It should crisp back up once you rewarm it, as long as you do not rewarm it in the microwave. If you rewarm it in the microwave, it will stay soggy. So it's best to rewarm it either in your oven or in an air fryer to help the coating to crisp back up again. Eat and enjoy. And that's a recipe of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and want to see more videos like this, make sure you click that thumbs up like button, click that subscribe button, leave me a comment if you want to. Let me know if there's any recipes that you'd like to learn how to make, and I'll do what I can to get those out there for you. And as always, keep cooking.